Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the world's most imaginative bartender. You've met David Wolowidnyk on the show before from West Restaurant. How are you?
David,
that is
really
quite
well.
the title.
I was going to say, I thought your last name was complicated, and then you got this title on top of it.
In this heavy trophy.
Yeah.
Tell us about this trophy and the title. I've got fingerprints.
Look at the fingerprints you got all over this.
Hold it.
Here,
CSI is going to have a whirlwind with this one.
It's
a crystal trophy, and they've engraved it on the inside by triangulating laser beams to get that engraving happening. Yeah,
freaking laser beams.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How did you, like, what did you enter to get this?
Well, there was this contest that Bombay Sapphire had hosted, and it was a few thousand individuals from all over the world and competing in your own region. And if you did well in your region, you would then go on to the finals.
It's like Miss Universe.
Absolutely. Well, I got, I guess, the Canadian regional winning position, and so I was invited to Marrakesh, Morocco. The reason we went there is because, of course, Bombay is made from all sorts of different botanicals.
You can see them all here, and people don't realize what goes into
And there's 10 different botanicals that they use, coriander being one of them, and coriander that they use comes from Morocco. So they thought it would be a perfect opportunity to kind of highlight that botanical at this competition. There was 8 of us in total from all over the world. There was Japan represented, Spain, Singapore, the United States, Canada, England. I mean, it was a great field of bartenders from all over the place. And we're all just a little bit different.
And the top bartenders that had gone through the same process as you know.
Absolutely. We'd all gone through the same process to get us there.
Yeah. Okay, let's, we're going to do 2 cocktails today. Which one are we doing first?
The first one I'm going to do is actually one that I've never done before on this show or any other.
To explode.
This is this is just one that, in case the reader or the viewers at home want to replicate it, super easy, super simple.
I like this.
This is using Bombay Sapphire, 1.5 ounces of Bombay Sapphire into there.
So good.
So far, a little bit of sake.
Whoa.
An ounce of that.
Gin and sake together, and my brain says danger, danger.
Don't be afraid, Fiona.
What is it going to taste like?
It's going to taste like a whole lot of deliciousness.
What is it going to make me do?
That was lemon juice, and then we've got some jasmine green tea syrup.
Nice.
Nice, okay.
And we're going to take this and we're going to shake it up, then we're going to taste it.
Is this your own creation, or is this
yeah. I call it the Jasmine number 2.
Look at this. It's fluidity. It's like a dance. Eckford, I want to see you do that. Eckford?
No, it'll just be messy.
All right. Sake
now,
and
just
gin.
before you taste it, I should probably taste it to make sure it's not poison.
Probably. Do you have one of those?
Because all nobility,
yes,
all nobility has tasters, right?
Yes.
So, right.
To make sure it's not poison.
Your nobility.
You may be wondering, that's vodka.
Okay, good.
Right? In there, really? So I can sterilize the spoons in between tastes.
I thought you were joking. I'm tasting it.
And does your palate accommodate for the fact that there's a little bit of vodka when you taste a different cocktail?
Vodka is quite neutral. You can only taste it in very subtle ways. Yeah. And so when sterilizing and then you're tasting something with more flavor, more intensity of flavor, then it's...
Does it cleanse the palate?
It's a non-issue.
And Bombay Sapphire
might actually be friends.
Yes.
You are a miracle worker. Do you want?
Am I better looking yet? No, I'll wait for the next one.
Okay, let's do the one.
Now the other one.
This is going to be the award-winning one. And you've even brought some beautiful pieces of glassware from Marrakesh. Tell us about the whole concoction.
Absolutely. Well, we were challenged to be inspired by the sights, the sounds, the flavors, the culture of Morocco.
So you didn't have a
Marrakesh.
ton planned when you went over?
No, we didn't.
What is that? The color is gorgeous.
This is Bombay Sapphire that's been influenced with some saffron and some ginseng.
I've been influenced by Bombay Sapphire before.
Is there a difference between influencing and infusing?
Infusing is the same. I just used the word influence today, but it... Same idea. Same.
And then
now
what?
This is some vermouth, but I've taken in, influenced or infused this vermouth with Moroccan green tea and fresh mint.
Interesting combo.
So when you were in Morocco, are you guys going out to restaurants and
markets? We went to the coriander field. We went to an apothecary and we listened to this woman speak about all these different herbs and spices and it was really quite fascinating. That's where I picked up the ginseng, actually.
Well, and just for you and what you do as a business and what you do for people around Vancouver, to be able to have those influences and bring them back whether it's through other travels or whether this particular experience. That's got to be integral, right?
It's priceless. And I'm very fortunate that I get to travel a few times each year to various parts of the world, and what you pick up is so valuable. You come back with a richness of influence, if you will.
And what did you just put in there?
That is a little bitter that is made by a local company called Kale and Little Bitters.
Little Bitter.
It's your hip hop name.
There's a local company by the name of Kale and Nori, and they produced.
We've had them on the show before.
Exactly. They produced a La Marrakesh bitters. It's a lemon-based bitter with Moroccan spices.
Very nice.
And just before going, then I called up Lauren and Jonathan, and I said, hey, you ever thought about doing a Marrakesh bitters of any sort? She said, funny enough, actually, I was just thinking of that. So they put one together, and I took a bottle with me, and I used it in the cocktail.
Okay,
smell it already.
so we've stirred it up.
We stirred it up.
Wow.
I'm going to have a little taste to make sure that it's
not poison.
Worthy.
Is it worthy of Michael Eckford?
Oh, it certainly is.
Now,
just
ready for a little bit of.
Let's for fun. Let's pour it into this Moroccan teapot.
Little bitter doesn't pour his own drinks.
You're probably wondering, where does the coriander come into play? So this is a coriander tincture. When we went to the fields, then I grabbed some coriander, took it back to the hotel, and I infused it, or sorry, first toasted it, and then infused it into some Bombay Sapphire.
Is it wrong I want to wear that as perfume?
Not wrong at all. I think coriander is such a beautiful aroma, especially when it's toasted. And typically, the Moroccans will pour tea from great heights.
Yes. What beautiful presentation, too.
Wow. This is, I am quite literally not worthy.
I am honored to be tasting this. And what are you doing
lemon
there?
zest.
Little zest or
lemon is very popular. And for the garnish, I wanted to mimic the Moroccan flag. You have to hold that up a little bit.
Because he's got a
little stars cut into the Moroccan flag is simply just a rectangle.
It was very impolite.
That's okay. We'll put that in your drink.
And I'll just huck it into my drink.
There you go.
Classless.
And just for the aroma, a little bit of toasted coriander on the surface. And voila. I call it beldi, which in Arabic means natural. Because the inspiration naturally unfolded. And on the morning of the competition, we were taken to a country club that was called the Beldi Country Club. Going into the country club, I said, well, what does Beldi mean? And they said, natural. I thought, perfect. I don't even have to think of the name because that also just came naturally. Things just kind of fell into place.
Well, David.
And when they announced my name, I thought, this is way too natural.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy.
The world's most imaginative bartender.
I know. It sounds like folklore, doesn't it? Cheers. We're going to take a quick break.